After much speculation about his Super Bowl halftime performance, Kendrick Lamar delivered a show that stunned the world and redefined what a halftime performance could be. He didn't just meet expectations, he shattered them, proving hip-hop's power as a storytelling medium on the biggest stage. Meanwhile, despite Drake's attempts to sabotage the moment, going as far as filing a lawsuit to prevent "Not Like Us" from being played, Kendrick made sure his rival's efforts failed spectacularly. Not only did he perform one of the most significant hip-hop records in recent memory, but he also humiliated Drake in front of over 100 million viewers, signaling the decline of Drake's dominance. Leading up to the Super Bowl, Kendrick had hinted at his artistic vision in interviews, expressing pride in his latest work and emphasizing living in the present. Instead of performing a medley of past hits like most artists, he used the stage to celebrate his current artistic peak, delivering a masterfully curated set that felt both unexpected and historic. With the legendary Samuel L. Jackson narrating, the performance blended theatrical storytelling with elite rapping, showcasing Kendrick's brilliance not just as a lyricist, but as an overall performer. From the intricate stage design to the way he reworked lyrics to fit the moment, every detail elevated the experience, demonstrating what it truly means to rap at the highest level. But the most talked about moment was, of course, Kendrick's strategic takedown of Drake. Before even playing "Not Like Us," he built anticipation, making viewers wonder if the track would even make the set list. And when the moment finally arrived, it was clear, this was Kendrick's ultimate victory lap. While Drake had previously humiliated Meek Mill with "Back-to-Back," Kendrick's performance did something even more devastating, marking the end of an era and cementing his own place at the pinnacle of hip-hop. As expected, Drake's fans are already scrambling to push their own narrative, trying to diminish Kendrick Lamar's historic Super Bowl halftime performance. But no matter what ridiculous claims they come up with, they can't change the reality. Drake himself made "Not Like Us" bigger than their initial back and forth ever was by reacting so badly to it. Filing lawsuits and attempting to suppress the song only gave it more power, making it a defining moment in hip-hop. Drake's actions show how he's desperately trying to distort the rules of rap beef, but Kendrick made sure to uphold the culture and do what was best for hip-hop. He had no choice but to clown Drake on the biggest stage possible, and he did so in ways that were both genius and brutal. True to Kendrick's style, he found clever and calculated ways to signal to the world that the Drake era in music is officially over. One of the most direct shots came when Kendrick addressed the audience, saying, "I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue." This was a clear jab at Drake, and the fact that Kendrick called him out so directly made the moment even better. In an industry where many rappers choose to stay silent, Kendrick stepped up to defend hip-hop from Drake's attempts to water it down. Then came the moment everyone was waiting for, when Kendrick finally performed "Not Like Us," smiling at the camera as he called out Drake by name. It was a hilarious and devastating moment, one that will go down as one of the most iconic moments in modern hip-hop. He didn't stop there, either. He called out everyone from OVO, completely dismantling one of the most pathetic crews in hip-hop history. To make things even worse for Drake, Serena Williams was spotted dancing during the show. Given how much time Drake has spent obsessing over her in his recent music, this added another layer of humiliation. Even something as subtle as a guest appearance became another symbol of how Kendrick used every element of this performance to send a message. With all these moments stacked together, it's almost unbelievable how badly Kendrick humiliated Drake. After the Grammys already dealt him a blow, Kendrick somehow made the Super Bowl an even worse event for him. This performance marked the definitive end of Drake's reign and showed that hip-hop is moving forward without him. Kendrick was undoubtedly the best choice for the halftime show, and his performance proved why hip-hop is in such a great place. While he focused on his current run, he also gave a glimpse of the future. By opening with an unreleased snippet from the GNX trailer, he hinted that more new music is on the way. This Super Bowl performance set a new standard. It wasn't about nostalgia or past achievements. It was about showing the power of an artist in their prime, shaping the present and defining the future of music. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance was a masterclass in execution, blending flawless transitions, intricate choreography, and powerful song choices to create a moment that will be remembered as one of the greatest chapters in hip-hop history. While Kendrick was redefining what a halftime show could be, Drake was on the other side of the world looking increasingly irrelevant, resorting to lazily performing a collection of old hits in a desperate attempt to remind people of a time when he wasn't the biggest joke in hip-hop. This entire moment was symbolic of the shift happening in rap right now. Kendrick didn't just call out Drake, he made sure the whole world saw how excited the crowd was to chant along to Not Like Us, proving its cultural impact. After all of Drake's failed attempts to prevent this moment, the fact that the song played on the biggest stage possible made it even more satisfying. The energy from the audience made it clear, no matter how much OVO tries to spin the narrative, Kendrick's performance cemented his dominance. For Drake, the humiliation is unprecedented. Getting dissed at the Super Bowl in front of millions, while Kendrick, Jay-Z, and even the NFL fully embraced the moment, was a crushing blow. Despite all his claims and legal moves to downplay the song's success, reality proved otherwise. This wasn't just any diss track, it became one of the most impactful records in hip-hop history, something no one would have believed possible before this beef. Kendrick's show wasn't just about a rivalry, it was about pushing hip-hop forward. He redefined how the halftime stage can be used, treating it as a platform to evolve both the performance itself and the culture at large. Instead of a basic highlight reel of past hits, Kendrick gave us a raw and authentic showcase of who he is right now, delivering once-in-a-lifetime moments. From rapping Euphoria at the Super Bowl to performing Man in the Garden with deep emotion and even surprising the crowd with Peekaboo, every song fit perfectly into the overarching story he was telling. This performance wasn't just historic, it set a new standard. And as hip-hop moves forward, Kendrick Lamar has proven once again that he is the artist leading the way. With the stars and Luther, we got a glimpse of just how incredible the grand national tour is going to be, and maybe even a hint that Kendrick Lamar and SZA have more music on the way. Their chemistry is undeniable, and SZA's vocals in this setting only reinforce that they are one of the best duos in music today. From some of Kendrick's biggest recent hits to the GNX tracks, every moment felt intentional, leading up to one of the greatest hip-hop halftime show finales ever. That final stretch, from Not Like Us to TV Off, perfectly encapsulated everything this chapter has been about. Beyond the music, Kendrick delivered an experience that no artist has ever attempted in a Super Bowl halftime show. He seamlessly blended storytelling, theatrics, and symbolism, bridging every aspect of the show into a single narrative. With Samuel L. Jackson's powerful interludes guiding the performance, Kendrick didn't just put on a show, he crafted an artistic statement. No other halftime performer has ever put this much thought and detail into their performance. Looking back, this moment will be remembered as the turning point where Kendrick pushed hip-hop forward in ways that will define the genre for years to come. After years of hip-hop feeling stagnant, dominated by flash without substance, Kendrick reminded the world what rap is truly about, where lyrics matter, competition thrives, and artistry is at the forefront. If other MCs take inspiration from what Kendrick did here, we could be entering an era where rappers push themselves to create their best material yet. The bar has now been set higher than ever before. What Kendrick just accomplished isn't just one of the most important moments in hip-hop, it's one of the greatest halftime shows in history. And with everything happening right now, we may be witnessing one of the most special eras hip-hop has ever seen. So, what did you think of Kendrick's performance? What was your favorite moment? Do you think there were any hidden messages? And do you think Kendrick has new music coming soon? Let me know in the comments. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on one of the greatest moments in hip-hop history. If you made it this far, be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to see how Drake saw this moment coming but failed to stop it, check out my next video.